The forest air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and pine needles. Sunlight dappled through the leaves as I worked, lost in the focused labor of building a small shelter. It was a primitive technology experiment, a challenge to myself: could I survive, even thrive, using only the raw materials and ingenuity of nature? My workshop, a clearing I'd carved out with stone tools, was a testament to my progress. A small lean-to, a rudimentary fire pit, and the beginnings of a clay oven were taking shape. Days had melted into weeks, filled with the satisfying rhythm of crafting and problem-solving. I'd learned to identify edible plants, to track the sun's movements, and to respect the delicate balance of the forest. I felt a growing sense of connection to this place, a kinship with the ancient ways. Then the unexpected happened. I was shaping a piece of wood, the rhythmic tap, tap, tap of my stone adze echoing in the quiet. A rustling in the undergrowth snagged my attention. I glanced up, expecting perhaps a squirrel or a bird. Instead, two luminous eyes met mine. They belonged to a creature I hadn't anticipated: a young black bear. It was maybe 3 feet tall, its fur a sleek, glossy black. It stood on its hind legs, sniffing the air. Its curiosity piqued. My heart leaped into my throat. The initial shock gave way to a surge of adrenaline. Panic threatened, but I fought it down. I reminded myself of the lessons I'd learned, the principles of survival. I'd been diligently studying. I knew I couldn't run. That would trigger a chase. I had to remain calm, to project an image of strength, to make myself appear larger and more intimidating. Slowly, I rose to my feet, trying to appear as tall as possible. I spoke in a firm, steady voice: "Get away. Go on, get out of here." I waved my arms, trying to appear even bigger. The bear, seemingly unfazed by my attempts to scare it off, began to shuffle closer. Its big black nose twitched. It seemed more interested in my workshop than afraid of me. The lean-to, the fire pit, the clay oven, all potential sources of food or curiosity. The situation escalated when, from the shadows, another bear emerged, a larger one. This one was undoubtedly the mother, and her protective instincts were immediately evident. I realized that my experiment had become a fight for survival. This was no longer just about building a shelter. It was about protecting myself from a potential threat. I grabbed a burning branch from the fire pit, holding it out towards the bears. The smoke and the sudden movement seemed to startle them momentarily. They hesitated, their attention diverted by the flames. It was my chance. I slowly, deliberately backed away, keeping the fire between us. Inch by inch, I retreated, my eyes locked on the bears, until I was far enough away to feel safe. After what felt like an eternity, the bears lost interest and wandered back into the trees.